What's up, you guys? We're going to be talking about what would make up the Ultimate Fighter in terms of chin, right hand, left hand, and kicks. Also wrestling, striking, everything like that. So we're going to be talking about the first part is going to be the IQ. I'm going to give this one to John Jones. He's so good at taking little bits of damage. He doesn't play with fire too much. He knows how to win in every situation. He knows how to make the best of each angle and move out of the way of danger, even when it looks a little boring or it looks a little dumb. He knows how to do that, and he knows when to strike and when to wrestle, and that's a really key thing. A lot of people that are good at one or the other aren't too good at knowing when to use one or the other, but he's really good at picking his shots and picking his wrestling, and all around. I think John Jones's IQ has carried him pretty far in this, and that's a big reason he's one of the GOATs. Also, there's the steroids. Just kidding. All right, and then we also have the wrestling. So we have Chimaev as the top wrestler, in my opinion. I know he gets a lot of hate, but he still dominated Usman in the first round of the first fight, for sure, in the wrestling. I know he couldn't really keep him down, but he was manhandling him a little bit. And I would say a close second for this one as well is Islam, and that shows how good Islam is all around. But I just think Chimaev is too strong. His striking complements his wrestling. He's another person that knows when to strike and when to wrestle. He manhandled, a great. He also manhandled the Leech. We've never really seen anybody use wrestling like that. He's really good at MMA wrestling instead of just, Greco-Roman wrestling or anything like that, any kind of structured wrestling. He's just good at street fighting wrestling and MMA wrestling, it seems like. When a lot of these guys don't really know how to incorporate that. Like, you'll get a really good wrestler and then they won't know how to wrestle. Like, Michael Chandler doesn't wrestle that much, and there's plenty of examples. So we got IQ for Jones, and then the wrestling we're going to give to Chimaev on that one. The next one, we got the striking. Now, this one was really close. I tried to make it so that I picked somebody on each one so that I wasn't just, beating around the bush and things like that. On this one, I'm going to pick Max Holloway. He's gaining KO power. He's always been good at peppering on shots, but just adding that KO power to his game is kind of insane. He's always been one of the best strikers, if not the best striker. He's got more output than anybody, by more than almost double, I believe. One thing that I think that my honorable mention for this one is Sean O'Malley. Honestly, I couldn't pick between the two, but I'm going to pick Max. O'Malley, he's great too. He's more accurate. He's got a little more pop on his shot as well, whereas Max is the slow and steady win in the race. He's not slow by any means, but you get what I'm saying. He just peppers on, and then eventually he wins, where O'Malley's looking for a big moment or big moments more so. O'Malley's more of the one-hitter quitter type, I'm gonna pick Max in this one though. I think he's the better striker of the two altogether, especially now that he's gaining power. So I'm gonna pick Max. The next one we got BJJ. We're gonna pick Charlie Olives. You could pick somebody like Ryan Hall for this, but when it comes to MMA, Charlie Olives is the best at BJJ. Okay, Hall's a wimp. He's not going to be good at the BJJ MMA, MMA BJJ, you could say. One of my Dr. Seuss over here, but he's all right, but he's not nearly as good as Olives. Okay, so Olives is going to take the BJJ spot there because he's the most accomplished in that area. He's got the most submissions and everything else, and he's just like he's somebody who will actually look for it, and get it. And when he's going for the gilly or things like that, it's not the same feeling you get when Dustin goes for it. You're like, oh shit, here we go, something might happen with this one. But so Charlie Olives on that one. The dog, who's got the most dog in them? I would say it's Volk. Especially Volk a couple fights ago. His mindset was he's always been a smaller guy. He's turning into Frankie Edgar in a way, unfortunately, before our eyes. He's a great smaller fighter, ton of dog in him. Definitely could hang with some big dudes, and his spirit is way bigger than his body. But he's fading, unfortunately, and he doesn't make the right decisions outside of for his career, you know, outside of the ring or the octagon. He doesn't make the right decisions. So that's basically it in terms of everything for outside of the body. Now we're gonna go for the actual person. In terms of chin, I was gonna pick Max right away but he showed a little glimpse of getting hurt in by Justin Gaethje in the knockdown that wasn't a knockdown. So I'm going to go with Jones on that one. So Jones not only takes the IQ spot, he also takes the chin spot on this one. He finds a way to get his chin out of there, and we've never really seen him rocked. You know what I'm saying? So pretty interesting. There's so many runner-ups, and there's so many, you know, people who are almost as good, but these people stand out. And I'm going to pick Jones in terms of chin on this one. He's taken the bigger hits from the bigger people and still hung in there. And I know he's bigger as well, but you get what I'm saying. Left hand, I'm going to give it to Poatan. I mean, we've never really seen anything like that. He barely hits somebody like Hill, and then they're just dead. It's crazy. And then they're just seeing stars right away. So I mean, I could see a fanboy giving it to McGregor or something like that. But Poatan's probably got the best left hand in the game right now. And I don't think anybody wants that smoke or to get hit cleanly from that left hand. And Hill kind of rushed in on that one, don't you think? Next up, we got the right hand. We're going to give this one to Derek Lewis. Obviously, he's the leader of the knockouts. And when he connects, they don't fucking move, all right? When he hits people, they really don't move, though. And he doesn't even need a clean shot. He doesn't need a nice shot. He doesn't need a setup. He just needs to bomb a right hand and knock your ass out. Now, Emmett was a close second on this one, but Lewis is just way more consistent. And if I had to, you know, detach my arm and put a right arm on there, I'm putting Lewis's on there and not Emmett's, okay? So we're going to give that spot to Lewis, the knockout king, apparently. If he just took the sport serious, wouldn't that be crazy? He could probably be a world champion, but he'll never do it. He's just not that kind of person. He's never had to do that probably, and he probably never will. In terms of kicks, man, there was so many good kicks, like even Leon Edwards' kick, and then just so many kicks, honestly. Kopilov's kick. So I didn't even make it right or left on this one. It's almost too hard to pick on the kicks. There's different angles, high kicks, low kicks, steady chopping away kicks, oblique kicks, you know, everything like that. I feel like I'm leaving Izzy out of this. He's just like a little bit away from everything in terms of the striking stuff. But the kicks, I'm going to give this one to, you know, I want to pick Justin Gaethje, but I might have to give this spot to Roundtree. Honestly, what he did to, what was it, Robertson? Let's see. Yeah, Robertson. Man, when he was kicking Robertson, that was insane. You know, he was just bullying him for his lunch money. And then he comes out and kicks, what's his face in the knee? Bukowskis in the knee, and then messes him up. So those are pretty devastating, man. And I know you need some ice after Gaethje's kicks, but you're going to need the hospital after Roundtree's kicks. So I'm going to go with Roundtree on this one. I think that's everything there, guys. That's my Ultimate Fighter. I probably left out something there, but this thought just came to me a little bit. Hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for watching. Put who you would build up in the comments. Thank you. Also, two more. We got the takedown attempts. I'm going to give that to Merab, because that would just get old to even have to deal with, to be honest with you. And then the cardio, I'm going to give that to Max Holloway, because his cardio is insane. Because even in the 5th round, he's still there, and he's still active, and you're still having to deal with multiple shots. So I don't see anybody hanging like that, not even somebody like Colby or something like that, you know, as much as him, doing as much as him that late. And then the Merab explanation, Merab, it's just because of the relentless pressure and relentless amounts of them. I know he doesn't always succeed, but when you take 1,000 shots, you're going to hit one of them. So thanks for watching.